You record it? Mm. No, I like it that you're
on. This question is coming to me, Rose. When the me fell away for you, did people around you notice that or say something that you are different or your personality or your behavior is different?
No,
No?
no, nothing. No, that was the disappointment. No. I thought it would be like that.
Oh, God.
No.
You mean it's not worth it?
Yeah, but
Yes.
that was not immediately. That took time. And it's I think it's something about relaxation also.
Mm.
There's a lot of trying to hold on and all that going on, and that suddenly it wasn't. And also that I'm not good enough and all that stuff, and then suddenly that dropped away, or that wasn't there. And it's not dropping; it's just not coming up again, something like that. Yeah, and then yeah, I don't remember it so well. Sometimes you can sometimes remember some things, but I don't even. When I talk about that moment in the sauna, it's always different. Yeah, well,
Now
really,
you're
it is
telling
like
me.
that.
Okay,
You
let's hear
get the
it.
news, the story of today.
Since we are recording it, let's hear it today again. A different story.
Yeah,
Why didn't you go ahead and share with us?
yeah, we compare it with next time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we'll go.
yeah. You ask again next year.
Yes,
Yeah,
again, I'll
yeah.
remember to ask next year.
Okay.
I am curious. I am curious about your story. Never heard of it, so I'm just curious
Yeah.
about how.
Yeah, I was in the sauna, just sauna, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then
On.
in the sauna, like hot and well, just in the relaxed room with other people, just like that, and just sitting. What I normally was very much into do therapy, and looking at myself and looking at my feelings and trying to change it to relax now, all that stuff. So I was busy with that when I was sitting there, and suddenly that stopped, and that was it. And it was suddenly there was at that moment there was something going on, like it was everything was very clear. It was I could like wow, what that fell away. So I can't even remember what it was. And then it was also and then I walked outside and then was like yeah, but what I said, like a subtle moment of disappointment because it was already. And it was so normal. There was nothing energetic or anything. It was just, oh, like nothing.
But you said you did feel like you're more relaxed.
Yeah, but that came later. Yeah, not at that moment. No, not so much. And then, and what I told also, it's like there was after a while, maybe there was some not so stressed anymore. But what's going on when that not doesn't go on? Or that whole me construct isn't there. There's also no awareness because that's part of that me apparently. So I didn't notice that that was gone because
Mm.
there's no noticing. So there I think there was like a relief of with stress or releasing that, but I can't remember that. So it's so after 1 or 2 months, that stress came, and then I thought, oh God, that me is back because I always thought it's somewhere here and that's stressful. Well, there was not. It was not picking it up. That like, oh my God, the stress is there, and trying to what I normally did, trying to be busy with that and feeling it, or I don't know anything like that. But I forgot about it because there was no one there. So I can say that now. At that moment, I didn't understand that, but at that moment, I just forgot. I thought, and now I can say no. There was no one there, so there was no stickiness. Not someone who took that thought and get busy with it. It wasn't happening. But at that moment, it felt more like, oh, I completely forgot what I was doing. So I started it again. So after a few days, it came back again, and then I tried again, but I forgot also again. So there was, and that after a while, it didn't come back anymore.
Mm. But would you still have emotions if some, whether
Yeah.
getting angry, sad, but they
But
would fall
yeah,
out,
but
right?
emotions are not personal,
Yeah.
and it doesn't mean it's in the body because that's what we think. It's not even like, oh, it's impersonal emotions. No, there's nothing not impersonal and not personal. It has nothing to do with this body. It's not happening in the body. That's what we normally think. That we are in this body. This is the border, and inside there is the thoughts and the feelings. And some people think it's about, yeah, the feelings are not mine, but they're still happening here. No, there's no here. There's no inside or outside. That's what we assume that we can imagine.
Mm.
There's no inside. But that's so weird because we're so,
So how do you feel if you get sad or
ju-
somebody is angry?
yeah, it's just coming.
Yeah.
But it's the same as you. But what we learned is to take it, to see it as, oh, I am sad and it's happening inside, and there's a whole, oh, because of this, and there's nothing around. That it's the same, but that whole thing around isn't there. So it's the same. Well, we think it was mine, but it's somewhere somewhere there's sadness
So it's not like you
or
don't feel the emotions,
feel.
but the emotions are just fluid. They just go
Yeah,
through.
yeah, but emotions like thoughts, like chairs, like everything, like yeah, emotions can be suddenly it's energy. Everything is energy, so it can be an emotion, like life is emotioning, like it's setting, or how do you say it,
Mm.
or flooring, and it's the same. There's no difference in importance. Like it's of course it's different. It's not sad or like sadness. There's that feeling. It's complete. That there's nothing going on about it. It's not a meaning. It's sadness full on. That it's one, and then it fades away, and then no, not and then, but that's what we normally because we talk in time, so it's difficult not to do that. And so something else is going on. What we think, because we think I'm real and this is about my life, and I'm crying because of something happened and all that. That makes it important, more important than the floor. It's not. It's the same. There's no difference. Well, yeah. But that's the freedom. That nothing is more important than there's sadness or
So basically, nothing
whatever
is
feeling.
personal. There's
Sorry?
so nothing is personal. Nothing is.
Personal. No.
Yeah.
But not even that. It's not even not personal. It's what it is. And we make a whole thing around it, taking it home like it's mine, and or maybe it's impersonal, but it's still like somewhere here. It's a story about like making it thinking I'm no me and this is I am feeling it, but it's not personal, or making a story of it. It's not impersonal or personal. It has nothing. It's sadness, just that. And we try to place it somewhere in our lives. No, there is no our life. There never has been my life. There never has been Rose, like say that, but not only Rose, but every individual. There are no individuals, but we assume, like we see like a body like that, and we assume we learned or like that, believed. There's that body, and that's a separate person. I'm here, you are there, there's someone there. Oh, and I have to deal with everything. How can I deal with everything? What's the best way? And then the whole story starts, of course.
Mm.
That's what we normally do in relations and circumstances, because we believe that's so strong. It's embodied feeling that I am here, so there's definitely someone there too. And wow, and because there's something missing or something not right yet or not enough. It's very, there's maybe love, there's missing feeling, like some people saying that it's like love, like, and other people's like, yeah, I feel alone, and I'm feeling, I'm trapped, I'm in a prison, and everybody has a different way of expressing it. So in the story, it seems like different stories looking for that, but it's not lost. It's never lost. But we can abstract, so we think like there's a separation. I'm here and there, because we can abstract and can see that, but it never was real. It's one. Just crying, the floor. I like to say the floor because then it makes that crying not that. Yeah. Yeah. It's alive. Everything is alive. Doesn't matter what it is. It's a chair or an emotion or anything. The mountain. And the freedom is that everything is what it is. So what we normally do is making something else of it, making it into a little bit different or handle with it. So it's not, and then suddenly it's exactly what it is. It's just that or floor or flooring. And so everything is full on. It's already, but there's nothing going on trying to get it or making it in a different way. It's lost. This is about loss, not reaching or things like that. We like reaching
But
because
how about
then,
planning?
sorry,
Planning,
it
thinking of
happens.
it
The
happens.
strange thing is, it's so easy, but we think we do it, and then there can be like, oh, can I do it? Will I do it right? Or will it happen? Or all that. Now, planning can happen, and it maybe goes wrong, or in that way, like it doesn't. We booked the plane. I was booking the plane, and 3 times it didn't work. So again, God, it's God, and I was sitting like that. Yeah, like just very normal. It's not like, oh, that like doesn't happen anymore. It's like, oh, that's okay. No, no, it's very alive. It's just that, and there's nothing going on like changing it. It's full on. It's just what it is.
So will you have anxiety, or am I going to miss the flight? Or
Yeah, that
things
can
like
be.
that?
Yeah.
And what was the story behind before the sauna? Before the sauna incident, were you seeking before?
Yeah, there
that,
was
or
a seeking.
you were
Yeah,
seeking?
yeah, yeah. Yeah, I wasn't a seeker with a lot of exercises doing and all that because I wasn't so disciplined, so I
Mm.
couldn't do that. That felt like I'm failing,
I
of
can
course,
relate to
also. I never had that feeling like I have to read, because when I was sporting, I couldn't be bothered about winning or not winning. I didn't care. But that was strange because all the people were like, yeah, it's really important. And I was like, yeah, of course, in the game. And then after, I didn't care. So that was already a bit strange for other people. I felt like I'm not good enough, that I don't have that or something like that. So well, yeah, I was all, and then I think when I always was with all spiritual things, busy with that, and I was somewhere I knew that what I'm doing is not it. It's not it. I know there's something else. I don't know what it is, but there will be someday, maybe, hopefully. But what I'm doing is not it, but this is how it goes now. And then there was something else going on. I did a lot of things like therapy and yeah, healing, everything. And then somebody said, yeah, maybe you should go to Tony Parsons. He wrote a book and quickly read it and all that. So I went to his meeting, and then it was different because I was sometimes going to more meet people who are talking in the more the Indian people way. So they, when they came up, it was like special. They sit on a throne and all that. I didn't like that so much, but that's what I knew. And then Tony Parsons was sitting in a chair like this, and he was sitting like, yeah, a bit waiting till everybody was stopping the talking, and it was also not used that he was already there and we didn't stop talking. It was like so yeah, it was so normal. And then he started talking, and then I couldn't understand. I really I didn't understand, but there was such a fear of what he was saying. I thought, and then I don't know, I didn't know why, but that what happened. And I already told them when I was home. I had a feeling this is so dangerous. I have to phone him. He has to stop. But I didn't dare because oh yeah, I felt a bit like ooh. Well yeah, because it felt like oh my God. And in the same time there was a longing because somewhere I knew this is what I was looking for. So strange. It was like so confusing. So I went again when he came. Yeah. Well, I think I went to meetings like maybe 25 years or I don't know, very long.
To Tony Parsons meetings or just?
Yeah, only parts of meetings. I didn't care about something else. In that time, there were no other speakers like now. Well, in that time, the other people, yeah. No, I was not interested in that anymore. Yeah. What he was talking about, what touched me also, when he was talking about it, he was it. If he was sitting in front of the people or he was having lunch and it was always the same. I was like, I love that when people are talking and it's just they're living what they're saying or something like that. And that was for me was very special. Yeah. But there was all that time there was a lot of searching going on and wanting to know me and all that, of course. Yeah. Or thinking there was already no me. Yeah. Yeah.
Did I hear that right? For 25 years, you were going to Tony Parsons talks, and all the time you were speaking.
Even when everything fell away, it didn't come back anymore. I even went to Tony Parsons, not so much to seek, but I love that energy to be in this. Also, it's not. This is I love that. It's so being together, talking about this. There's it's a kind of passion. Like I love to talk about this. Yeah. Or be in this, not only talking. Yeah.
There's more of an intellectual and mind question. Do you feel like there are many paths to this, or do you feel like this is the only path?
But this is not the path. That's the strange thing. There's nowhere to go, and that's so strange. And then we think maybe we go to meetings, and then someday it will happen. You wait forever, and that's so strange to hear that. It's so confusing because somewhere it seems like there are people after so long time. There is that awakening or enlightenment that's called also something. Well, something know me. Seems like it's because of you go to meetings because what we know is also a lot of speakers have been to Tony Parsons. So because he was I think maybe he was the first one who spoke about in this way. Maybe there were other speakers, but maybe not that clear as him. What I think. I didn't know so many other speakers, but yeah, I don't know. There's no path. No, there's nowhere to go. That's, yeah, in a way, it's like, oh, it's a relief, but it's also like, yeah, but then next, and still, I had that. Yeah, yeah, that's so strange. Yeah, the
I mean, this
brain is
seems
so.
seems like a pathless path in some ways.
Yeah, yeah,
But
sure.
I'm sure there, whether it's Buddhism, there's other
Yeah.
traditions where they make you do these sadhana or
Yeah.
this meditation.
Yeah,
And I've seen people after they do it for
yeah,
decades and they do
yeah,
get to the same realization.
yeah,
I was curious. Makes sense.
yeah. But there's what I see with it's like the speakers or the teachers have some message or some offering to do, some giving, and this is I really there's no interest in anything what's going on when it's happening on when there's me or no me. There's no difference. So for me, it's like it's more describing, and that's what's going on. And for the rest, that's it.
So this seems to be the describing post the event, right?
Yeah,
So all the teachers,
yeah.
like you're describing your state post the event.
What it post?
Post the event, whatever the event. So for you, the
Yeah,
event was in sauna. That's
yeah,
what you
yeah, yeah,
think.
yeah, yeah.
The me fell off, or however you want to
But I
describe it.
can this I think there will be people, maybe more than you think,
Yeah.
that it even that just like that, and there never was a seeker, or just maybe the man who sells these vegetables or all that. Who knows?
Yeah.
And maybe he doesn't know
Very good.
himself. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you know, because it's so normal. It's just that whole thing is just not going, and then so what? It's just life goes on, and they're still having a shop or things like that going on. Yeah. It is also not special. I like that very much, that it's not special, because I wanted to be special, but in a way I was so used. Well, my childhood was always about I was special. My parents made me like, oh, and then I was always in that situation. I've always been. The strange thing is, I was always in that situation. Then there was something. There was some. How do you say that? The aura reading. I could do that somewhere. Then aura reading. I had that kind of talent, or how do you say it?
You still
So
have it?
everybody was like, "Oh, I want that too." So it was big groups, and then I was talking about that. So, but in a way, I didn't like that people made me like, "Oh, I want that too. I want to be like you," and all that. Ah. So it felt lonely. It feels lonely at the top. Something like that was going on that, and always was it was something like that. And all groups they picked me. But, God, I was like, yeah, oh, that's so special. And I was like, no. And people were jealous of me. I didn't want that. It's so strange. And then I was with Tony Parsons, and then there was something going on like, oh, it's not, it's like, it's ordinary, and it's not even about seeing and all that. So there was something about it, that's what I longing for. And even that moment, like what the, I couldn't even talk about it because it was so normal. So that was like nobody saw it like that in that way. It was like it doesn't matter, and that's I like that. That was really what I was longing for.
You still see aura?
No, that fell away. That fell away in a big meeting. I had big groups. Yeah, so many people were interested in that, and maybe in that time I don't know, but I was big groups, and I had an ability or a talent. I don't know. There was something I did something with it. I don't know. I can't really remember so that. So when the people asking questions, and then I knew, and it just, and I knew something, and we were like, people are, yeah, it's true. I had, oh wow, and all that was going on. So at the end of the evening, I was like full of energy, like boo, like that. And then suddenly it was in a big meeting, and then somebody asked a question, and I didn't know how to do it anymore. It was completely, oh, that was wow. And I did that already so many times. So I just had a conversation and did like that. I never did it again.
What do you think it was? I'm just curious.
It was a way of surviving, I think, for me.
Mm.
Than to have a talent like that, and that then I knew everything from other people, so I was safe. I was there was nothing going on like suddenly there was suddenly people do that, but I was first, something like that, I think. So in a way it was like a relief, but also like it was my job, so I didn't have money. That yeah, people didn't come anymore, so yes, very strange. Yeah. Mm. So it's for me it was also like there's a longing for something, and then something fell away, and then I thought like, yeah, but not that, because that's yeah, that was a special job and everybody was going and that was nice, but oh it's yeah, then that fell. I wanted something else fall away and then feel something, but so it's just funny that it's always something else. There was somebody yesterday was told he was like um, a creativity thing with making something, and then he was stuck. He couldn't go on anymore, and then he fell something really hard, and he wasn't really hard, but it was like a shock like that. And after that, it was like, oh yeah, and then it was going. But you don't think like, oh, I want to fall down somewhere, because yeah, it's not. Yeah, it's something. It's so strange how it's going. Yeah. Oh, there's a question.
Mm.
So everything goes on, but there's no more identification with anything that appears, including thought, emotions, sensation. Yeah, there's no identification. No, it's what is happening, and there's nothing identifying or doing something with it. It's yeah, very very normal. No story, but also it's not taking it home. It's like when it when something happens, a sensation, an emotion, or a thought, it's just coming and going. You could say like that. And then it's not sticky. It's not, I like the way that's what Tony said. It's not someone, there's no one home. So there's knocking at the door, and then when there's no one home, you go. It just stops. When we work, normally we do like, oh, we go, we take it home, and it's so funny. You take it home, if something is going on, you don't like it, and you think like, what's going on here, and all that. I wanted to stop, but when that whole grasping and taking home and all that, it's not going on. It's for a while, and then it goes by itself already. So it's so we are so busy like doing our own lives. We're so thinking like that. There's no need for anything. So it's much more simple. But you can say that, but when you are in that story, and that's the way it goes. You can't stop it. Also, yeah, yeah.
Sorry, I'm asking too many questions.
No, that's
Uh,
okay. That's good.
you experience free will.
No, there is no free will.
Mm.
No, that's making something else of what's happening. There's only what is happening, apparently happening.
But
There's
what
only
about the
what's
planning?
happening.
So let's
Sorry?
say what about the planning? Let's say you want to book a flight.
Yeah.
or
Well,
to
that
come here.
walking, that's suddenly walking at the table and opening the computer and being busy, and it's not working, and then going. And we, on top of that, we think like, I'm doing it, and being busy with that. It's just like moving fingers, and it's just that energy is going. And we think, but with everything what's going on, it's saying we do it. That is lost. I do it. It's
I
just,
feel like it's just the energy that's
no,
going.
it's not some. No, I'm not thinking when I'm talking about it. It's like explaining like energy. Well, it's very normal. It's like, oh, I have to book the plane. Oh, maybe, and it's looking for that, and then it's going like that. Doesn't mean it's always working. Sometimes
But do you
it doesn't.
plan ahead, plan for next year I want to be somewhere.
There can
So,
be, or what, and
but is
sometimes
that free will or is that
no, it's just
will?
that there can be saying like, yeah, next year I will there, and then I don't know if it will happen or not. I don't know. Maybe not. Can be planning happening. Well, you don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's this. It's already, of course. You think when I plan, it will go on.
I
You
mean,
don't know. You're not sure.
it's the same with us, but experientially, I don't experience it as not having free will. I still feel like I have free will.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
because
So you
we're
agree?
so, but it's a belief that is so strong and embodied that it's just the way we think. And then hearing there is no free will, there can be already like, wow. And then sometimes there can be moments like, oh, really? I don't know if they're free will. First it was like, of course. And then suddenly like, maybe there's some moments, I'm not sure. It's already, so there's shaking beliefs. That's what's going on here. And sometimes it's even more stronger, like, what do you say? Of course, can be also. It's energetic. I was, I was walking. There was a woman, and she had a dog, and she was walking, and I was walking backwards, and the dog walked behind her, and she was like that, and then suddenly the dog stopped, but she didn't see it. And she said, "Just stop now." And she looked, and then okay, good dog. But it was already. That was at that moment. It was like, oh, I had to laugh because that I was still in that like, is it really or not? And I was like, oh my god, it's like that. Yeah. Well, it's so it can be so strong. But when there's already like something going on, like it's maybe there's another possibility. Maybe it's not really. I don't know. Maybe already. Then there's suddenly there can be something going on like, oh yeah, and then it's something like that.
Yeah, it's funny. The the example that I was going through in my mind was about a dog. I mean, I have a dog at home. I'm like, I should be home for 7 o'clock.
Yeah.
I'll let him out.
Uh,
To me, I'm exercising free will, like, or to choose not to do it. Confusing.
yeah. But you think
Yeah, you think and
that's
like
the
plan and
suffering, that they're thinking and they should do it and they'll be busy and making decisions and all that. Of course, they can be saying like, yeah, I will be home at 7, and then I don't know. It's funny how that goes, and suddenly there's one. Oh, no, when I go now it's 7. That moment that suddenly like, oh, I have to go now. Where does it come from? It just comes. It's not like a decision to turn and think like that. No, it's just there. That's that's how it's going. But when we think I'm here, then on top of that, there's free will and choice to make my life work. That's so it's such a strong one. It can be more subtle in a way. Well, it's a very strong one. It doesn't matter. And then you believe it's you doing it, yeah? So what? But there's sometimes it's hard luck because there's a lot of things going on. Do I do the right thing? And or should I do done it before? And then that's more the suffering.
But for you, it's very clear. You have no free will. Things happen.
It's not clear.
Embodied.
There's nothing busy with that. It's more like there's no thinking about it if it's free will or is there free will or no free will. There's nothing going on about it. So it's not about this. That's maybe also like people think like, Suddenly, one moment it will be very clear there's no free will, like science wants to prove it or all that. Yeah, it's not like that. It's suddenly there's nothing. That's that's why I'm saying it's about loss. There's nothing going on. Is there free will or not? It's just lost. That's why. Not about knowing it. I thought it was knowing there's no me, or seeing it there's no me, or yeah,
I always thought,
yeah,
your experience.
yeah,
would be
yeah,
present experience.
yeah. It seems like maybe it's an experience of a no. There's nothing going on about it. Before it was like, is there me? Is there no me? Maybe or yeah, I don't know, maybe there and all that. That's lost. So there's nothing going on about it. Doesn't matter. What doesn't matter? It's just going like not happening.
How, how about thoughts? Do you have a lot of thinking going on, or is it
Well,
quiet?
it's not my. It's not. I have thought. It's thoughts are happening in space, and we assume it's in my head, but it's not. It's somewhere in space, and it can be thoughts, silly thoughts, anything. Yeah. Well,
So
they're
you don't engage
meaningless.
with it?
The thought, the importance is gone, so they're meaningless. It's that's yeah. So there can be silly. There can be waking up in the night and thinking about the television or whatever. And so it's like, what's going on? What? Yeah, that can happen. It's I don't know. That's how that's going. Well, there's nothing sticky, so but any thought can be there. But it's not so like here. There can be thoughts, and then thinking about something, and I don't even know where it comes from. It's like that.
Do you have any remembrance of how life was before?
That's difficult. It's already the day before. It's getting more. Yeah, that's the funny thing is, it's that because there's nothing so much sticky about that's really important that last week, what happened last week and all that. So when that's not so much there, those rememberings are also not that strong anymore. So it costs more energy really when somebody says like yesterday, I like, wait, trying to remember. something like
I
that.
didn't mean yesterday or the week before the sauna. Right?
Yeah, I know. I don't know. No, I
So
can't
you don't
say. So
remember
I
how
no,
you were experiencing life before then?
no, I can't say. So that's people say, is there a change before and after? I wouldn't. I don't know. But sometimes people maybe when they get low, knowing me longer, can say like there's more of a relaxation, something like that. But even that for me, it's like maybe I don't know. Yeah, doesn't matter. Doesn't need to be different for me. Doesn't matter. There can be stress. Oh,
Just
then
trying to
stress.
understand experientially. So I'm sure before you believed in free will because you were seeking, right? You were
Yeah,
seeking,
yeah,
you're
yeah.
same place we were, and now you're in a totally different space. I'm just
No, it's
trying to
the
understand.
same. It's not a different. It's
Okay,
the same.
it's the same.
Okay.
But this sameness do you still have the understanding of how you were feeling before?
No, I can't remember. No. That, I think that's so. There's no interest in that. Doesn't matter. If I don't, maybe sometimes a moment and somebody talks about it. Oh yeah. Oh, I know. And then suddenly it comes back. That can happen for no reason. It's just fun to do that or something like that. Yeah. But the importance of anything, of everything is lost. So it doesn't matter if there's a improvement or not. Doesn't matter.
Maybe that's the thing.
Yeah, it can be. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, maybe. I was with improving. Whoa, I was busy with that. Yeah. Yeah. Mm. But life has nothing to do with me. We're making, despite they're saying like there never has been Rose, it's so difficult to understand, impossible to understand what that means, because then suddenly there's talking about the life of Rose, and because that's the only thing we know and how it works, that we talk. And then hearing there never has been Rose or the life of you, or there never been. That's making it up and thinking like I was there and I remember that, and it's a story. There
So you
never
feel
was.
an infinite present moment. You're just in the
Yeah, but it's very, it's handing. It's that what is going on here. It's like that. That's everything. But it doesn't mean anything. That's the joy. It doesn't mean anything. It just is, like, for no reason. And it has nothing to do with me or you. That's also the freedom. It has nothing to do with me. So there's nothing going on like, oh, how should I behave? Oh, should this question maybe a bit silly, or oh, can I sit like this, or maybe, all that. It's just, it's out of the window. So it's just what happens, and maybe it's silly or whatever, and there's laughing or like, ooh, or, I don't know. That can happen. So what? Doesn't mean it's nice, can be painful. Yeah. Like normal. Mm.
Yeah, I feel that's the difference. With
Mm.
you, it's always so what? Things
Mm.
are happening, but it's so what?
Yeah. Yeah, but it also can be very deep feelings, and then there's maybe not saying so what or what. Yeah, because that's always also maybe in a meeting saying that. Well, it can be really tough pain, or tough is not really, but it's, yeah, strong.
Mm.
Yeah, and then after a while it's going, and
But in
yeah,
a way,
that's
it
life.
doesn't matter.
No, it doesn't matter.
That's what.
And it's also not awful, or
Yeah.
like,
It's a,
oh God, all that.
yeah, that
No.
lightness.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
The
yeah,
space, the openness.
yeah, yeah. But it's not less painful in that way.
Yeah, yeah.
What, in a way, it's also not that aching, like, oh God, oh God, this is pain again. Why, when does it stop, and all that?
Yeah.
Mhm. Oh, here. Mm. Is it planning in a dream that we live in a simulation? No, there's what is. So it's not being busy with, oh, we are in a simulation and everything is a simulation. It's that feeling is it. It's that feeling. There's not thinking about a story or going somewhere. It's that feeling, sitting. There's no continuation. It's that, it's impossible to say how it is. It's so direct, and so only that. It's like flooring. If you say it, it's already a story. So it's so direct. It's just that, without any meaning, without any idea about what it is or how it is. Yeah. It's random. It's random. It's like it has nothing to do with the life of Rose and thinking like, how is that going, and trying to be more understanding. It's it's random. Maybe there's flooring, and it's there is no Rose. There never has been a life of Rose or anyone. There are no individuals. There never has been. It seems like this body is always there. What is seen like there. This the front. That is everything. There's nothing behind or inside.
Mm.
Very simple and two-dimensional. Mm.
Would you say that there is an unknowing of, it's just what's happening, there's no knowing?
There's no. There can be knowing of in the story, but no. This is unknowing. No,
Mm,
I'm no. No.
mm,
And what I thought is when there's a feeling and I'm feeling this and all that, that already that naming of like I feel so like I feel so full of energy and all that. That's already knowing.
yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mhm.
If there's no one there, if there's no one there and there's no identity, what does death mean to you? What happens when somebody dies?
I don't know. Yes. What's happening? That's it. Doesn't mean
Just the body
something.
falls off.
Sorry, that
Or does it just mean the body disappears and there's nothing?
no, it's not
don't know.
disappearing. It's seeing the same things, but there's no conclusion. Maybe you could say something like that. And there's no meaning. There's nothing extra on top of it. Well, we're so used to that you can't even see it, that it can be without. You don't even know that there's so many concepts and belief on top of that. And that's what's
no,
happening here. It's like, oh, it can be, oh, yeah.
yeah. The reason I asked, I think
Yeah.
I'm not talking about any beliefs.
Mm,
Actually, my friend passed away yesterday.
yeah,
So I'm kind of grappling with it.
yeah.
So I'm curious with your experience, how do you see death?
When someone passes away,
Yeah.
it can be sadness.
That's it.
That's it. That's a lot. Well, yeah, then suddenly there's crying. Of course, when it's about crying, that's suddenly that's arising. So then it fades away. I don't know, like that, and then there's the floor, and then there's talking. Everything just goes on without anything on top of that or making a story of it. Yeah. But it's not what I do. It's just not happening. Yeah.
Last question, I'm feeling guilty.
No, just don't. No, of course not. It's just going like that. So four last questions.
So, yeah, it's been on. So, yeah, since my friend passed yesterday, and I just got a message saying we don't know what happened.
Oh, you just on the you
I,
just
I
knew.
just got a message that I knew about it last night.
Wow. Okay.
I just got a message saying we might be able to see him on Tuesday or Wednesday. So
Mm,
right now the body is with the cover.
okay. Mm-hmm.
So it's, I saw that message.
Yeah. Mm. So there can be all kind of feelings and thoughts and anything going on. Of course.
So now I feel in the body that's very heavy.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was also curious, since you did psychology or therapy and all that stuff, you said,
Mm.
right? So there's this saying that we are all more in our head, more of just
Oh,
thinking.
yeah. That well, I don't have that. That I'm not so. Doesn't matter. When it feels heavy, and it's heavy feeling. Yeah, can happen. Of course. And then there's something else going on, maybe thoughts or I don't know. It's not
Yes.
wrong. There's not something needs to happen or no. It's exactly how that's going. That's the way it's expressed. Some people cry, some people feel happy. It's different. It changes.
But there's a story. There's a story that
Yeah.
we are in our head a lot. We
Mm.
don't feel our
Yeah.
bodies.
Mm.
We don't,
Yeah.
because we're constantly
Mm.
more rational, more
Yeah.
thinking.
Mm.
You don't feel it in the body.
Mm.
I'm just curious. Looks like you don't have a sense of it before
Yeah.
the awakening and after the awakening.
Yeah.
I was curious now if you feel more in the body, that not in your head. Do you feel more?
I don't
or
know.
you don't really?
I don't know. I'm not interested also. It's not that it because it's not about me. It's not about my life. That's what we normally do. If you think like, how am I doing today, or
What's your
what am I
experience?
feeling, and all that. That's not.
It's nobody to experience it.
No, but there's also not asking myself that or being busy with that. And there can be suddenly an emotion, and then that goes away, and then just looking at the floor. I don't know, or here and listening like that. Yeah. Can be anything. That's can be it can be has a sudden like passing away. It can be so strong because it's like a shock. Because we normally there's a continuation. So that's yeah you that's something going on like it will be there forever or something like that. And then suddenly woof, that's such it's a shock. I know. And then it can it's so different. It's so energetic. It's so different. Can be anything falling down or can be crying or can be completely frozen. It's different or changing and maybe after a week and then I don't know. It's so different.
So when you say energetic, do you feel? I'm just curious. What do you mean when you say energetic? Do you feel energy?
No, there's energy. Everything is energy, but in the way that there can be an emotion, but can be tension. It's
And you're
then
able
it's
to
talking.
experience it, that energy.
No, it's yeah, experience. It's that sensation is there or feeling, but it's not only about feeling sensations or whatever in the body is going on. It's also it's bigger than that. It's also the roof or the exit letters or anything. It's just it's moving. It's just everything. We are focused on what's happening in here, but that's lost. It's more than that. Well, it's not so I'm not aware of everything what's going, so I can't say where how that's going. But there's nothing going on. Oh, this is maybe I should feel more compassion, or maybe I don't know anything. No, of course not. It's exactly that's 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 the way it goes. I don't know. There's nothing going on like it should change. Yeah.
It's amazing.
Well, that's already there too. Well, there's on top of that, there's something going on, looking and then thinking, oh, but maybe it should like that and all that's and that's not happening.
That stuff is not there.
Yeah.
For me, it's like, oh, did I hurt Rose by bringing that up? As soon as
Yeah,
you
yeah,
said
yeah,
that,
that. Yeah,
so
yeah,
that
yeah.
stuff.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. 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 For
So
the
you're
rest,
free from all that
mm,
for the most
I'm
part.
not free from it. There's no one.
No.
So that it's different. Yeah, yeah, that's but really it's like that because yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. Mm, mm,
I don't know what I'm gonna say. I just grabbed the thing.
mm. Yeah.
I mean, that's the thing about free will, right? It has like guilt and responsibility. And,
Yeah.
oh, I shouldn't have said that, and I should have done this. And
Oh,
I
yeah.
should have done that.
Yeah,
The whole thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
That is quite something when that's going on. Wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
That's all.
It's amazing, but that's the suffering because that's always about not being good enough or not enough, or am I like how I should be, or can I be? Oh, it's the whole package. It's so can be heavy or busy or wow. Yeah. Maybe sometimes it's just gone and then woof, it comes back and be like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I had some question about like vulnerability or like avoiding. Like there's, it seems like there's no like
Yeah.
avoiding feelings or whatever
No.
going on there. But yeah, I don't know. I don't have a formulated question. It seems like for me, like there's this kind of avoidance of vulnerability
Hmm.
at some level.
Oh yeah.
Like on the break, going out and crying during the break,
Ah.
whatever, getting touched by something in that
Oh, yeah.
in your meeting.
Mm.
But then coming back here and being like suddenly obsessed about making dinner plans, right?
Ah.
'Cause as a way to
Oh,
like
yeah.
avoid that
Yeah.
feeling.
But it's not no. It's not avoiding.
Yeah.
It's what's happening.
Yeah.
But that's what we do. We think like, oh, I should stay with that feeling, and then maybe showing it even. What?
Yeah.
It's like making it into something that I should be acting in that way because that seems like vulnerable or all that.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, when there's you can't do anything else. It's like when there's planning to go for dinner and all that, then that's what's coming, and then maybe there's suddenly tears and walking there. Then there's the walking. Then that's how it goes. There's nothing right or wrong. It's just how it goes.
Yeah. It's just that again, that free will belief that like,
Yeah, yeah,
gets
and
thrown in
that's
there.
more that's it's not all that I'm this is just what's happening, and on top of that, and that's that me thing, like, oh, but it should be like, and then the whole story
Yeah,
comes. That's it.
totally. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Mm.
yeah. Huh? Sorry.
That's this too. So
What is this?
All that's happening, that even all
Of
that's
course, but that's
happening.
to say it in the, yeah, but there are some people that say, yeah, but it's everything. It's also the talking, and it's also that saying it's not good enough. It's also that, yeah, I'm not.
But it's like
it's
there's not
also
a
a
right-
story, and it's making everything wrong. That in because that's so such a strong energy. So name it to say it like that. It's like it's not wrong, but it's just saying how it is. Like there's that there can be that's me, and then making a story of that there's something right or wrong with whatever is going on. There's a difference. Some people are talking like everything is what it is already, and then yeah, that's also what is, and that's also what is. Like yeah,
but in a
okay.
way though, then it's not wrong.
No,
Yeah.
nothing is
So
wrong.
that's what I
But there
mean.
can be a difference between how can you say that? There's the story. It's a story. They're making it like looking at it and thinking like that's wrong. That's me. Just there to make a difference to everything what's going on, like talking and walking outside and just getting to, and then of doing that's what's happening. And on top
Yeah.
of that, and that's me. That's making it wrong. Like oh, it should be like this. It should be that. Of course, those thoughts are what's happening.
Yeah.
But it's also you can say like it's me, and that's that whole construct what's all the time busy with trying to make it right. It's of course you can say it's what's happening, but yeah, I don't like only to say only with everything. Yeah, but that's what's happening. Yeah, but that's what's happening. Yeah, for me it's
Well,
a bit strange.
I guess in a sense, not to try to, I mean, you can't
No, you can't.
change it, but like to think that it's wrong or to feel
Mm.
like that shouldn't be happening or that
Yeah.
it's going to happen until it doesn't happen.
Yeah, of course. But when you're in it, it's very frustrated and very can be suffering also.
Mm.
So that's it. it's just a different way of speaking about it than where you say with everything, yeah, but it's just what's happening, and maybe one day there will be, but that's also what's happening. For me, it's more like, yeah, but there can be a suffering, and it can be frustration, and that of course, and you can, because always saying it's what's happening, it's a bit flat for me. And it's like, yeah, of course, and that's go, and that you can't do anything about it and all that. But the frustration can be very strong. And you can say, yeah, but solve it. Ah, but that's frustration. Like that. That, but it seems for me, it's a bit like, oh, that it's that raw, like frustrated, and like, and then, oh, that still, that me is going back again, and then, oh, but it's just what's happening. No, it's that far, that's like that, or it's everything. So it's making it into like, oh, but everything is what's happening. It's like a layer on top of it. It's like, oh yeah, like
Yeah.
something I don't know. How
I
to
don't,
say,
I
but
just know sometimes here that there's this, I shouldn't be having that,
yeah,
you know,
sure,
so then I have to
yeah,
just say that it's that too. So,
yeah. Well,
yeah.
yeah,
so-
okay, but that's, it seems like a new concept to to not feel that when you say like, oh, there's that still that constant going on from like, oh, still there's, oh, that this is not right and this is not wrong, the frustration, or that, because, and then on top of that we learned, or we heard a concept like, oh, but that's what's happening. Yeah, it's like a knowing on top of it. It's, yeah, can be. It's also what's happening. Yeah, but that makes everything a bit like, yeah, you can make a sign like it's everything is what's happening. Yeah, okay. Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
But there's also something else going on, and that's the energy about what's happening. And that's and there's that's this, and then there's talking no, and I'm saying no, but is it right? And you say yeah, but what? And I say no, it's that. But that energy is alive, and when you say yeah, but it's just what's happening. Oh yeah, but it's just what's happening. It's like it's there's the loss of the aliveness for me. It's like feeling in that way, and it's not wrong, but it's like, yeah, something else is what I'm talking about. Yeah. It's so quick. We take some sentences home that suit us, like, oh, but it's just what's happening. It's okay somewhere. So no, it's not okay. I will say something like that because it's frustrating.
I guess I don't have that. I just,
No,
I don't
okay.
care.
But it can be, and then it can be like that. Something like it feels like okay, and then okay, that's like it. Well, okay, and be like, no, it's okay. That's different, maybe. Yeah. No. Oh, so just keep it, just put it there. Oh.
Just to go back to that discussion,
Mm,
in the way I understood what you were trying to say, it's
mm.
just what's happening is not a slogan.
Yeah, isn't it? It
It's
can
like,
be
it can
using
be,
that concept to
yeah,
feel like, oh yeah, okay,
when there's a no me, it's
Yeah.
what's happening. Otherwise,
Yeah.
it can be a layer to make
Yeah.
you feel good, but it
yeah,
cuts that
Yeah.
aliveness
yeah,
that's there,
yeah.
like,
So yeah,
can be
yeah,
really
that's
in
the way
your
of it.
face.
Yeah, but yeah, that's the way. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's. Yeah. And also when the circumstances are, it's frustrating, but it's not that strong, and then there's I can say like, oh, it's what's happening, and that it's okay. Yeah, I think it's like that. But there's some circumstances that are raw and like direct, and you can't say, yeah, it's just what's happening. It's that's not like that. It's just that's a way of not because it's strong and aching, and oh wow, yeah. So it's maybe not always. I can understand that sometimes it's like, yeah, it's okay. It's like that. But sometimes it's like woof, and then hits you in the face, and you can't say it's what it is because that's making it strange. Yeah, that's why. It's time. Oh, it's already time. Oh,
Keep wanting to ask you right at the end.
where is the end? There is no end. There's no beginning.
The closing time of this meeting.
Oh, for this meeting. But it's 6 o'clock, so there is an end. Oh, thank you for oh, it is a meeting. Thank you. Ooh. Oh.
What, you have a question?
Yes.
Oh yeah, and when there's an end, oh, you want to ask a question at the end?
What
You can do.
is it then?
You can.
Go ahead. Barbara.
Come on.
So, I mean, I've heard you answer this question multiple times, nevertheless.
Hmm. It doesn't matter.
So, so I'm noticing that the habit patterns
Hmm.
are not connected to anything real.
Hmm.
And I hear you say things like thoughts are out there or this or there. And so something, I guess, is curious. I don't know exactly what, I mean, I can't say transition because it's not from one thing to another thing. But I don't know what words to say about what is noticed when patterns are seen as not real,
Hmm.
yet life goes on.
Hmm. Yeah. Well, it's funny because when I was sitting here, then I suddenly I was thinking about what was going on in the in the restaurant because there's still patterns.
What?
There are still patterns. Because I
Yes.
was well, just a story, but I was looking at the menu and I just fixated on one thing that what I knew, and I thought I'd take that, and then it came, and it was really too much. But I didn't have the whole menu, and then later on I was looking, why didn't I take that? I was thinking like that, and I thought, oh, okay, and I don't know, but there's something going on like that's what's happening before too, or something. I don't know something. And I was just laughing about it. Oh, there's still patterns going on and hanging on to something. And I don't know why. There may be a pattern, old pattern. I don't know. And then doing that. Well, yeah, that can happen.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's no, yeah. So it's not like, oh, there are no habits anymore or patterns or maybe. Well, it doesn't matter. Yeah. Mm. It's not like, oh, I must look the next time, then maybe.
So are you, since there's no one noticing,
Yeah.
I'm still, I guess, any question I ask is already a moot thing because, you know, any question, there's duality and what you're experiencing or noticing or not, whatever the right
Yeah.
word is.
Yeah, but it doesn't, that makes a question sometimes wrong. I think there can be questions and I don't care about where it comes from. It just comes. It comes from nothing. And talking about that, it's about non-duality because I have a me, so no, it's just coming. And then that's the question. I don't know why. I don't care why. And then there's a response and it doesn't go anywhere, but it doesn't matter.
So like in day to day, like I need to make a will.
Mm,
And so there are some steps
mm,
and, you know, those, it's useful to think about such things.
mm.
Um, And so part of me is like, well, if there's no one there,
Mm.
how,
There can be making a will, and then there's thoughts like, oh, and then somebody said you could have said, yeah, okay, then I said, yeah, it's just normal. There's nothing going on about not making a free will of a free will, a will. Not making a will or any. Yeah, of course, you can do that, and then it's going. It's just going, writing things, and thoughts are coming, and all that. And then there's the paper.
yeah, so there's no one doing it,
No.
yet there's the thoughts and the
Yeah,
questions
yeah,
and
and
the
that's
stuff.
that's all just part of it, and there's nothing going on like, because that makes it like, oh, there's no death, so maybe I shouldn't do that. That makes it so complicated, and like, yeah, and it's like, yeah, that's can be making that or buying a house or anything.
Mm.
Yeah,
So it comes from,
yeah, it doesn't come from nothing. It doesn't go. It doesn't mean anything. But it's what's apparently is happening: making a will, buying a house, sitting here, just that for no reason. Thank you. Thank
Thank you.
Thank you. I just do that recording. Oh, all right.